Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. The title Sharper sounds like a meta horror movie sequel, but don't worry, this is actually about con artists. It's now streaming on Apple TV Plus, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. The title is explained up front as Sharper refers to one who lives by their wits. The film opens with Tom, who's played by Justice Smith, who owns and runs an independent used bookstore. Now it's there where he meets and flirts with Briana Middleton's character Sandra, a new customer who comes in and loves Jane Eyre. Now their meet-cute turned romantic, but it feels a little too good to be true knowing this genre. The film switches to Sandra's storyline, as we learn her backstory and what led her to Tom. Now she is currently out on parole and hasn't been working for a month. She becomes a pawn for Sebastian Stan's character Max, who teaches her how to con other people. Now as this film progresses, we then get Max's backstory, which involves his mother, played by Julianne Moore, and the ultra-rich relationship that she's in with John Lithgow's character. Now this is the kind of movie where details of the plot will eventually lead to spoilers and then ruining the whole depth of the con at hand. Sharper's screenplay by Brian Gatewood and Alessandro Tanaka was recently on the blacklist in Hollywood of the best unproduced screenplays. Now luckily it was made under the direction of Benjamin Caron, who notably directed episodes of The Crown and Andor. It's really clever in its execution and how the story unfolds and unravels through different characters' perspectives, then told in non-linear fashion. Now while that might sound confusing, Caron and his actors actually make it easy to follow as each section of this game unfolds and then locks into place. There are plenty of twists that will make you question who you believe, who's playing who, and who can you trust. Now despite the mastermind actually being revealed, it didn't stop me from questioning the other characters' motives and if they're then double-playing each other. Justice Smith is compelling as the loner that's being played, and Sebastian Stan is completely believable as the sharp, cocky type. His storyline and narrative doesn't come into play until 48 minutes into the movie, and even that far in, I wasn't convinced of how it would all play out. It should keep you guessing until the very end, unless you're like me and then mapped out all the possible explanations. Now we've seen multiple con artist movies before, so by the end it didn't feel all that original, nor will it completely stick with you for long afterwards, but that won't stop you from just the entertaining mind game that you're in for 2 hours. Now these cons are very meticulous that play out, so everything of course has to fall into place, and for the most part it does, but there are consequences for these actions, and of course a twist upon a twist. I'm giving Sharper 3 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you'd like my review, to click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some of the movie reviews, as well as my appearances on Twin Cities Live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Sharper. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.